Good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Bhavani Sankar Satpathy, and today our topic of discussion is process validation. In particular, types of process validation. What are different types of process validation? What are the role in pharmaceutical quality assurance system? All these things will be covered under this topic. So coming to the first slide, what are various types of process validation? So process validation can be divided into the following four types. One is the prospective validation. Second one is the retrospective validation. Third one is the concurrent validation. And fourth one is the re-validation. Let us discuss it one by one. First, we have to know what is prospective validation. So prospective validation, it is also called pre-market validation. That means before the product going into the market, before the sale of the product, this validation has the importance. So what is this? The definition is, it is the documented evidence prior to the process implementation based on pre-planned protocols. So here an experimental plan called the validation protocol is executed before the process is put into commercial use. That means before the starting of the commercial batch, which would be go to the market for sale, this type of validation is carried out. So it is essentially should be completed prior to the sale of the finished dosage form, as I said. And normally this prospective or pre-market validation is undertaken when a new drug product or new facilities are introduced into a routine pharmaceutical production. That is most important. Any type of the new drug product that is prepared to be launched into the market, any type of the new formulation or any type of the new instrumental facilities, so that should be first come under the prospective type of the validation. So this validation is actually before the commercial production stage. First we have to validate the process, and once it is properly validated, suppose we are manufacturing some new formulation or we are carrying out a new drug product or some new instrumental techniques or new instrument has been installed into the lab and for the first time it is being tested before the commercial scale. So this type of the validation is carried out. So in this process, everything should be properly planned, documents are prepared according to the protocol. Now continuing with this, the persons who will run those validation batches, they should have proper understanding of the validation process, its requirements, protocols, everything. All the critical steps and process variables need to be checked properly using the pilot laboratory batches. As I said, the product is yet to enter into commercial production stage. So it is still in the pilot laboratory stage. So in this step actually all the necessary variables or the critical parameters, they need to be checked, which may influence the stability or the formulation characteristics of the product. Number 3, different lots of raw materials should be used. Different batches are also prepared just to check and to establish what are the optimized process parameters, what are the optimization of the process So to ensure this optimized production steps, so different type of the batches are prepared, they are examined. From this we can get the idea what are the important processing steps which need to be standardized. Next point, batches should be manufactured in the equipment and other facilities those are meant for the commercial production. So before the, as I said, commercial production stage, you need to validate this. So all the type of the batches or the manufacturing process that must be carried out in the same instrument or the same instrument under the same manufacturing facilities which would be used in the future stages during the commercial stage of the production. Those type instrument and facilities should be used here also. Now, next slide is what are the various elements of prospective validation. So the elements of prospective validation include this following details. So it is a detailed validation step, and it is, as you know, that the pre-market validation step. So these are most essential. So once these validation steps properly finished, that means the product can safely enter into the commercial stage of the production. So the various elements under the prospective validation are objectives and responsibilities. Responsibility obviously that distributed among the various groups, among various persons engaged in the production. Process flow, a detailed description of the experiment, details of the equipments and facilities to be used, various variables to be monitored, the samples to be taken. The sampling procedure means when the samples should be taken, how much samples should be taken, the product performance characteristics to be monitored. Next is the acceptable limits. Next is time schedules. Next is recording of the results, evaluation and statistical analysis. And finally the summary and conclusion. So these are various steps or various stages or elements of this prospective validation. That means once it's completed, all the summary and conclusions that should be properly maintained or recorded, and that is actually provides a very important document for the commercial production steps. Number 2 is retrospective validation. As I said, prospective validation means it is a pre-market validation just before the product enter into the commercial stage of production, or in case of the new drug product or new equipment or facilities are introduced into the production process. So in that case, prospective validation is followed. Then what is retrospective? Now retrospective validation is mostly based on the documented evidence. That means on the previous results, previous data, those are available with the production unit. So those are used for the process. These are the retrospective. So here these are actually based on the evidence and analysis of the previous data. What are the various steps? The steps are the protocol preparation, validation reports, analysis of the data, conclusions and recommendations. A recommendation step was not included in before, but here in the retrospective, after the conclusion, there are the recommendation steps also. And the major difference is that retrospective is mostly based on previous experiments and previous data, those are generated during the experiment. Those records mostly followed. That means it is a routine production process. Whenever the company that actually routine production carry out through the company, so retrospective validation method is followed. So when there is no change in the instrument, when there is no change in the techniques, and there is no new drug substance to be introduced, so in that cases, routine production cases, retrospective validation is mostly followed. And in case of the new drug substance or new instrument, new type of facilities before the commercial stage, prospective validation is followed. Coming to the third type of the validation, which is known as the concurrent validation. Now, why concurrent? That means establishing documented evidence of a process based on data generated during actual implementation of the process during routine production. So during the production, actually this type of the validation is carried out. So here it is mostly based on the in-process monitoring of critical processing parameters during manufacturing process. During the actual manufacturing stage, what are the changes takes place, which actually we call sometimes in-process quality control tests or in-process checking. In-process means during the production process. What are the things, what are the critical parameters that need to be monitored, and what are the changes, what are the various variables that need to be checked. So these all type of things are validated under this concurrent validation. So concurrent means during production stages, during manufacturing stages, during the process of manufacturing, the various in-process parameters that need to be checked, that need to be validated or standardized, and these are coming under this concurrent validation. So the steps are include in-process monitoring, end product testing, personnel or staff documentation as per prospective validation. Documentation is a common criteria, and particularly it includes the in-process checking of the various parameters. This is the concurrent validation. That means this occurs in a routine production, but during the production process, the manufacturer or the production unit, they need to check the in-process parameters and also the end product. So here the raw material checking, checking of the instruments and other facilities not needed. Here simply during the production process, they need to check the in-process checks. Suppose you are manufacturing tablet, during tablet punching process, maybe in case of direct compression or the weight of direct granulation. Suppose tablet is manufacturing in a unit. So without checking the raw materials, without checking the instrument, if we get or if we check the particular in-process parameters, suppose if there is no capping, if there is no lamination, and the thickness, hardness, all the finished product testings are quite okay. So that actually assurance that your process is according to the specifications, your process is running smoothly. Okay, suppose आप एग्जाम में बहुत अच्छा मार्क्स लाए, that means you justified that you are a good student. How you got the marks, how much time you spend in your study, and how much you're knowledgeable, these things cannot be judged. But as you know, in current system, if your marks are good, that means justified that you are a good student, you have prepared very well. Likewise, here also they only check the in-process parameters and the finished product. If there is no problem, the in-process steps or the finished product, it meets the specifications. So that actually ensures that the process is running according to the predefined specifications or the process is validated. So here you need not check, or in this process usually there is no checking of the initial materials or the raw materials or the excipients or their quality or the instruments. So rather they mostly check for the in-process critical steps as well as the finished product testings. Okay. Number 4 type of validation is revalidation. So this is under the process validation, fourth type. As the name indicates, revalidation, that means, so these are the documented evidence which actually presents the changes in a process or in process environment which have been introduced intentionally or unintentionally. So दोनों चीज़ों को चेक करना होता है रिवैलिडेशन. For say, if a product is manufacturing here at Bhubaneswar in a company, and the same product the company wants to manufacture in its other unit situated at Sikkim or Bodhi or Goa. So that means there is the changes in the working environment, changes in the staffs or working personnel, changes in the instrument maybe. So that type of the changes under such type of the conditions, so we need to check whether our process is validated or not. If the process is validated, that means it is expected that at different conditions, under different environmental conditions or under different working staff, the process would result similar type of the yield or product irrespective of the places. If it happens, then you can say the process is revalidated. So revalidation is actually, it has two basic categories. One is the revalidation in case of the known changes. Example is that when transfer of process from one company to another company, as I said, from one site of manufacturing to another site of manufacturing. So where there is naturally changes in the environment, there is changes in the working staffs, but your process is similar. But you need to check the validation of the process at a different environmental conditions. You are carrying out some experiment in your lab. You are getting some results. If you get the similar results while doing the experiment in another lab at another places, then you can say that yes, my process is purely validated. So to check this revalidation is conducted. So one in case of the company when there is the changes from one site to another site, and number two is the periodic revalidation. Periodic revalidation means a routine process. At scheduled intervals also, a type of the internal audit system, the company also checks what are the whether the process are really validated or not. So finally the conclusions. So what we have studied in this four types of process validation. So in a nutshell, we can say the process validation that is completed before the distribution and sale of the finished product is called prospective. Prospective is the pre-market. Before the commercial stage of the production, there are several pilot batches and all the type of the batches should be validated just to have a clear idea what are the standardized process parameters before going into the commercial production stage. Because at that stage, if the process is not validated, if there is any problem, there will be severe loss to the company. So before going into the production stage, all the type of the things need to be standardized at the pilot scale, and these are mostly called prospective validation. And second one, as we discussed, that is retrospective. So retrospective is when the process are well established and when the number of batches have been produced, those are retrospective. Retrospective is simply a routine production process where no new drug substance introduced, no new formulation methods have been there. During the routine process of the production, usually the established data, established results generated during the previous experiments, those are taken as the clue, and according to them the process is carried out. So these are called the retrospective. Number 3 is the concurrent validation. So here when the process is validated during the routine production, and in particularly in process parameters are checked, so those are called concurrent validation. And fourth one is the revalidation, when there are changes in the process or particularly changes in the process environment, changes in the personnel involved in the production, changes in the instruments or from one laboratory to another laboratory. So in such cases revalidation is carried out. So these are overall the various types of the process validations. So thank you very much. Today we covered the types of process validation and what are the roles in pharmaceutical quality assurance and management system. So thank you. Thanks a lot.